Hey everyone, how are you guys? Let's see if there's anyone there. Yeah, can you all hear me okay? Let's see. Can you hear me? Hi Scott. Yeah, so today we're just gonna talk about the obvious happening of today, which is the new moon in Aries. So we have the sun and moon embracing together in the sign of Aries. And of course, that's a pretty explosive energy for you to begin something new and something that's more individual, something that's about yourself. Because, of course, Aries is a fire sign. The sun is still exalted. The moon in Aries is doing well, so no problems there. Hi, Marlene. Hi, Luis. So, yeah, if you're thinking of jump starting something that's really truly about your own self, like pioneering something, coming up with something original, and just getting out there and doing it, maybe now it's a good time with this new moon in Aries. And if you're into the cards of truth, the card of the day today is the Three of Spades. And that actually has a fiery energy and a martial energy. Because the 3 corresponds to the energy of Mars, which is the ruler of Aries, and also the spades would correspond to the fire sign. So this emphasizes even more this need to be more independent, to take a risk, and to be yourself more, just to, maybe for a little while distance yourself from a comfortable situation and just do your own thing. So that's kind of the energy that's surrounding us right now. You guys have any questions? Not gonna stay very long. As you can see, this is like a different background because I'm actually traveling right now. I'm in Sicily and I'm in a hotel room. Hi, Andressa. Yeah. So, ciao indeed. I actually heard ciao a lot today, Andressa. Yeah. Yeah, I came to see the volcano Etna because I've been fantasizing about visiting Sicily for a long time. Today, when I arrived, it was raining all day, but it's still nice. Like, even if it's raining, you can feel that it's warmer here than where I normally live. And also, it's nice to see palm trees everywhere. Okay, what do I think of the North Node in the 5th house? In general, Scott. Hi, Zita. Okay, Rahu in the 5th house in Scorpio. Well, you have to develop, you have a karma with children, definitely. I see that with people with Rahu in the 5th, they tend to have children after a longer time, so it gets delayed. And even if they do, they kind of are separated a bit from them. They don't live in the same house. So that kind of happens with Rahu in the 5th house. And because the 5th house is also your Dharma house, with Rahu there, you're kind of trying to figure out like what is your path, what is your creativity. That's why, also children being the 5th house. So you're kind of developing that. You're trying to figure that out. And Scorpio, North Node in Scorpio, my daughter also has it. That's a very sensitive place to have it because you're developing trust. You're learning to be, to explore your weaknesses because Scorpio, of course, is the natural 8th sign. If Aries is the 1st sign in the zodiac, Scorpio is the 8th sign. So the North Node there is going to bring out a lot of weaknesses and sensitivities, and maybe you're going to get betrayed a lot by people in your life, because you need to develop your trust, and you also need to be, to try to tackle those difficulties that you have without falling into addiction, because Scorpio is one of the signs that's kind of prone to addiction, because they're so intense. That inner battle that takes place is very intense, so they want to distract themselves with, all sorts of addictions. But if Scorpio really takes time to transform that pain, that searching that they do, if they take the time to figure it out, they can make it into something really powerful. That's why Scorpio is the only tamasic Brahmin sign, because they have the ability to turn the pain into something very spiritual, into something magical. So Scorpio is a wonderful sign, I would say. Thank you, Harry. Yes, I am having, well, it's a joyful day, but it's not warm because it's raining, but it's still nice. I mean, it's 15 degrees, I can't complain. Jupiter retrograde, Luis is asking me if I have any thoughts on Jupiter retrograde. Yeah, so when a planet is retrograde, it has more chesta. This is one of the strengths that they talk about in Vedic astrology. So the planet, when it's retrograde, it appears that it's closer to the Earth. So you can see it with the naked eye. I remember when Mars was retrograde some time ago, last summer. Oh my God, I was like mesmerized looking at that bright red light in the sky. And you kind of feel like you can connect to the planet more. So that depends a lot on what Jupiter is doing in your personal chart, because for some people, Jupiter is a more comfortable planet. For other people, it's a more uncomfortable planet if it's, maybe the sixth lord or the eighth lord or something like that. But in general, Jupiter, even if it's the sixth or the eighth lord or whatever, Jupiter is it's a Brahmin planet. Jupiter is a Sattvic planet, so it's a planet full of wisdom. Sometimes maybe that wisdom can be confused with, like a punishment, but it's only tough love. Jupiter, when it's retrograde, it comes closer so that you can, imbibe yourself with some more of the Jupiterian qualities of, the joyous wisdom that Jupiter has, and that faith in life in general. So I can see Jupiter like having a negative impact by being retrograde. It's just closer to us and it's showing what Jupiter is. What about the new moon, Zita? I said I began by talking about the new moon, so you'll have to watch the replay. Just to make it, in a nutshell for those who just joined, the new moon is in Aries, so sun is in Aries, moon is in Aries. It's a fire sign. It's the sign that the sun is exalted in. So it's a good time to burst out something new and something that relates to your own self. And especially because it's also a Three of Spades day of taking a risk and just doing your own independent thing. So if you're thinking about taking a risk and starting something new that relates to something very personal. So it's not necessarily some commercial venture, but a new way of expressing yourself, like something that is truly you, That's it's a good place to to start there, Zita. Andresa, I just started a art wall project. Yes, it's a very good manifestation of that sun moon in Aries energy and Three of Spades. Just kick off something original that's very unique and true to who you are. Yes. So how are you doing, guys? How have you been? Have you been, some astrological things happening to you that you can connect to your life with transits or anything? I'm having a Neptune transit right now. I mean, Neptune transits last a long time because Neptune is so slow, and it just can also go retrograde. But also one of my friends has the sun in Pisces at the exact degree that Neptune is at right now, and she's having like such a confusing time. So these outer planets are so sneaky, they just take you by surprise. You say, okay, they're generational, they're far away, but that Neptune energy, you know, it's just like it just pulls you in, just spits you out. It's like with the waxing and waning of the moon, but more subtle and intense. It's so difficult to explain. You know, it kind of brings out some illusions, some delusions that you have about things, and then it kind of just, you know, brushes them away. So you're just left like, what is happening? Yeah. What degree is your sun in Pisces, Zita? Okay, Alexandra, progressed moon in Scorpio. Okay. So, yes. So then it means that this full moon, not full moon, this new moon is in your sixth from your progressed moon. So maybe you're going to do something about your work, Alexandra, or something about your health, to improve your health. Yes, yes, Scott. Usually, Neptune is like a very, you know, spiritual. Even if you say, okay, I'm not a spiritual person, but you know, you don't have to be like spiritual, new age, you know, like in a conventional way. It's just that you feel like you really feel something deep, like an inner revelation with these Neptune transits. Uttara Bhadrapada. Okay, so it's 14 degrees. Now Neptune is at 17 degrees. So I think it was at 4, but it's still like pretty close. It's within 3 degrees. But I think like about 3 years ago, it was exactly conjunct your sun Neptune. So I wonder if like you had any like revelation, inner revelations, or you felt that you can bond deeper to the world because of something that happened like 3 years ago. Andresa is asking, would you say that Neptune makes one confront its own shadow side in order to see what it really... Well, yes, Andresa, good question. Like all the outer planets kind of do that. The outer planets are even beyond the nodes. You know, we have the first 7 planets from Sun to Saturn, of which Saturn is difficult because it's like the gatekeeper there, like before the nodes. And then we have the nodes, which is like also something very fated and something very difficult to explain, and something that just takes you on a journey just for you to show that you have the courage to go on that journey. And it also leads you to, you know, the spirituality that is the south node. And then we have these outer planets, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. I would say out of these 3 outer planets, Neptune is like, how would I describe it? Uranus is like a spark that's igniting things. It's, you know, it's just like sparks. That's how I see it. And Neptune, I see it like an embrace, but it's like, it's not a warm embrace. It's like a cold embrace. It's like, okay, you're connecting to something, but it's uncomfortable. You know, it's like you're getting hugged by a ghost. Maybe that's how I see Neptune. It's like more impersonal, but on a deeper level, it's also relates to, you know, your how you relate to the collective unconsciousness. So it's like embracing the collective unconsciousness in a way. And that's going to be done not through something, you know, very comfortable. The experience is going to be very uncomfortable because you get these delusions. I don't think it's really the shadow side. Maybe it is the shadow side because it's related to delusions, but yeah. And Pluto, I see as, you know, it's just like, because I actually came here to Sicily because I'm really into this volcano, Etna. So yeah, Pluto is just like a volcano that's more burning and shattering. But the Neptune energy is more feminine, more snaky, more sneaky. It's not so like Neptune, Pluto. Pluto is more like really bursting, an explosion, a burst of something and really burning it. Okay, so let's see here. Marlene, I am Scorpio Sun in the seventh house with Mars and Neptune. Well, that's an interesting seventh house. I guess you get the stubborn partners with Mars there in the seventh house. Yeah, but Sun and Scorpio. Okay, so you have to. Okay, so maybe your partners are a bit fiery, right? So you're a Taurus ascendant, Madeleine. Yeah. I wonder if your partners are usually more skinny, like muscular but skinny, not like muscular pumped up, because that would be like Sun Mars. Yes. Okay, Harry. I love the Sun transiting Aries. It feels like a boost. Indeed, it is a boost. And for the Scorpio ascendant, I guess that's transiting the sixth house. So it's giving you, maybe it's revitalizing you. Yes. Yeah, so Marlene, I'm curious also if you're tall, like are you like taller than your mom? And probably you don't know what your soul planet is. Andres, I've been thinking about its correlation with cards of truth. The jacks, starters, queens, sustainers, and kings, the destroyers. Yes, exactly. Uranus, the starter, the spark, the queens, Neptune, the sustainer, and indeed, King Pluto, the destroyer, Shiva. Yes, Marlene, so you're a textbook Taurus ascendant, because Taurus ascendant is said to be the longest sign of the zodiac. Yeah, and you get all these skinny, agitated, restless guys with your Sun, Mars, in Scorpio there. Well, you can't really tell the new partners and old partners. It just depends on your karma, because you kind of, the seventh house, the spouse planet, and these partner indications will always kind of be the same. But because in life you get wiser, you tend to burn, you kind of realize some things, and then you hopefully attract somebody that makes you happier, that you're more compatible with. Yeah. Okay, so Andresa is asking, I was pondering about it. What is sustained throughout time in one's life is probably what is true to oneself. Andresa, I don't know necessarily, because ego is also something that we want to sustain, like we want to cling on to it because it's something safe. So, like, that's a tricky thing to say, what is sustained. Because, like, for instance, if you have a moon with Ketu, you're a very hidden person, you know? Like, you really hide your feelings. If you have moon Saturn, moon Ketu, especially for a woman, it's like very difficult for you to really express how you feel, you know? I've had a client with moon Ketu some days ago, and she was so quiet. I felt like I had to pull like every word out of her. Like, is this what's happening? Is that what's happening? And she was just like really very, very hidden, very, narrowed there. But Ketu moon is also very spiritual, so everything has its perks and not so many perks. Yes, Marlene, I'm happy you did. You guys, are you ready to draw the cards of Truth deck winner for this month? Moon Ketu in Navamsha. Well, in Navamsha is not so difficult as in the Rashi, the normal chart. Okay, Zita, let me just go to the video where I announce the drawing. Let's see how many comments we have there. Let's see, where is it? Videos. Okay. Okay, that's my live video with Mercury direct. Let's see. Okay, so we have Lucy, we have Kahala, we have Sonia, we have Cheryl, we have Arian, Kimberly, Tara, Maria. We have Jenny, but she's asking something else. She's not asking about that. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I'm just gonna 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just gonna go to a random number generator. Random number generator, okay, from 1 to 7. Generate, and the number is 3. It's really interesting because today is the 3 of Spades day. So let's see, the third comment is Sonia. So Sonia Knox wins a deck of cards of truth. And yeah, you can still win next time because I still have a few decks left, so you can win one next time. It will be one of the last of this first edition. I don't know when there's going to be a second edition, but if I'm going to make another reprint of these cards, I'm going to add also a little like leaflet with the general meanings, and I'm going to laminate the outer part, okay, so that it's more long lasting, the box. Yes. Hi, happy new moon. Yeah, so you guys, let's stay 5 more minutes. Does anyone have a question? I'm gonna pick a card for 3 of you because 3 seems to be the number of the day. So first come, first served. Let's see, first 3 questions. It's gonna be first 3 answers. Marlene. Yes. Marlene, you have a reversed Queen of Clubs. Like you're taking too long to be decisive. You need to take a decision now. It's like you're, you know, you're really a bit undecided for some reason. Hi, Jean or Jean. Will my Jupiter Bhukti be auspicious? I don't, not my problem. What's your name? Well, it depends what Jupiter is doing in your chart. If Jupiter is the 8th lord, even if it's Jupiter, there's still gonna be some ups and downs, you know? You're welcome, Marlene. Raphael. Okay, so your card, Raphael, is the reverse Ace of Clubs. So that means you have to go back, like you have, I don't know, maybe you're having an idea for something new, something intellectual or something creative, but you have to go back on that and think some more about it because this idea is not really developed yet. It's not really ready to be put out there. Fifth Lord in the second. Oh, you have it like me, Raphael. Are you born in 83? Are you a Scorpio ascendant? Yes, Louise, I have to order them at the printing factory, in Italy, actually. I'm in Italy now. And when I print my cards, I send them an order, I send them the illustrations, and then they send me the big box of cards, and then I send out the cards to people. Okay, you're a Scorpio ascendant. Well, if it's fifth lord in the second house, then it's going to be, I don't know anything else about your chart, but fifth lord, that shows something about your path. And in the second house, it can also show something about your natural talents and developing your, finances. So, with this minimal information that I know about your chart, it doesn't look bad. Yes, I speak Italian, Zita. Parlo italiano. Okay, Miao, I'm pulling a card for you and it's the reverse 9 of diamonds. So this is like maybe you're having a lot of expenses now, meow, and you can't make sense of them. So it's like either an expense of energy or like really spending money, or like there's an ending of something concrete and you can't really make sense of it. And what you should do is like, okay, this expense is worthwhile because in the universe nothing is really lost, everything is recycled. So you just think about that, you're not losing anything by spending whatever you're spending. And it can also be that you're having problems with your intuition, like you can't, like there's something holding you back on an intuition level. Okay, Teal Company, tell me your name and I'll pull a card for you. Hi, Rachel. Nice to see you here as well. Rachel is one of my students from the Cards of Truth classes, so it's nice to see her here as well. Hi, Suyash. Okay, you guys, I'm in a good mood, so I'm gonna pull more cards for you. Suyash, your card is the reverse Queen of Spades. So maybe you should be a little more lazy. Maybe you should take some time to relax. Maybe you're working too hard, you're stressing yourself out. Suyash. Solange. Your card is a lot of reverse cards today. Like, there's a lot of confusion. Neptune, like, kicking our butts. Reverse King of Clubs. So, like, reaching a high level with your knowledge, or this can be an astrologer or a teacher or, a person in your life that's more intellectually cold. And, like, maybe there's a little problem with that person. Meow, it's fine, it's that's the nine shows that there is no such thing as an ending. It's just nothing is lost. There is like a continuance of energy in a different manner. Thank you, Raphael. Yes, Suyash. See, listen to the cards. John. Okay, you take a card, Scott. You have the Six of Clubs. So this is satisfaction with your inspiration. You're getting some validation from society with whatever it is that you are working on, or your job that you're inspired with, or your ideas. So that's a nice card for you. It's like satisfaction with your ideas. Scott, you're a Queen of Diamonds birth card, meow. That's very nice. That's a very energetic person in general. Okay, let's see. Yes. The Teal Company. If you tell me your name, Teal Company, I will pull a card for you because I like to know who I'm talking to. Marlene, you're a Nine of Clubs birth card. Brett, you're a Four of Diamonds. So this is security. Like you're in a stable time right now. You're secure. You don't have like an opulent amount, a luxurious amount, but also you're not doing bad either with your finances. You're fine. This is also a home. That's a good deal. So it's a good card. You're at a stable point right now. This is fun. Yes. Okay, one more card. Who wants one more card? Let's see, the first one saying that they want one more card, and this will be the last. So let's see. But Solange, I told you, you had the King of Clubs reversed. John, you're a Two of Diamonds birth card. Yes, Four of Diamonds can't be reversed because it's the key card in the diamond suit, so it shows some stability. It's an anchor. John, you're undergoing some change with your ideas. Maybe there's some crisis with your ideas, but it's for improvement. So if you need to move on to another job, or to move on and train, or like do some sort of training or changing of, whatever it is you're doing professionally, it's good. Yes. Yeah, no, one more card for a different person, Solange. Um, Well, Suyash, Ernst says that it takes like a year to learn the cards, but if you're a crazy astrologer like me, and that's what Ernst says, like me and Ganesh, it will take you 6 months. I've been studying the cards of truth since 2016, September, and the secret is you can't shortcut it, you have to practice it a lot and really see how the cards talk to you, because I learned some things from Ernst, but after a while of practicing, you also find more things that are specific to you, and they can talk to you in a specific manner, and they can mean certain things, and you can relate to them more personally than just the theory that you know. So you have to personalize it. The course that I'm teaching, Suyash, is only 10 classes, but we're really going through a lot of things, and yeah, it's really intense. We're looking at charts, we're doing some interactive readings. Hi, Diane. So Yash, it takes a while. It's good to take a course. There are some courses out there. Ernst has his classes on his website, and that you can do at your own pace. But the classes I teach, they last 10 weeks. Yeah, this is how I do it. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna let you go now and rest, because it's been a long day, airplane travel, and walking around Sicily. So I'm gonna let you go now. What do you? I prefer zodiac chart or the cards when I answer questions. Both of them, Solange. I use both of them. But sometimes I just see it easier just with the cards. But I wouldn't see it so easy with the cards if I didn't know the symbols from astrology. So they're intertwined. Yes. Okay. Have a good full new moon, guys. I keep referring to full moon. Congratulations to Sonia for winning the deck. You can tune in next new moon. If you want to win another deck, I'll give you details on how to participate, a week before the next new moon. And I hope you have a very productive next 2 weeks, and you do your own thing, you take a risk, and you're genuine about what you want and who you are. Bye, guys.